One love to all of you wonderful deep divers. I woke up like this, all magical and fly. There's no place I'd rather be than with the birds, bees, leaves, and trees. I'm in the secret garden. It's a beautiful day. Look, spiritual awakening can change your life forever. Someone sent me a message. Deep divers, they're like, Ralph, what does it feel like to go through a spiritual awakening? I think I'm going through one. So I'm like, let me think for a second. Wait a minute. I've had a few of those. Oh yeah. I've had a few of those deep divers. I get like a spiritual awakening every 30 days. Look, what are the signs of spiritual awakening? What does it feel like to go through a spiritual awakening? Spiritual awakening can change your life forever. The information I'm about to share with you is going to make you raise your eyebrows like The Rock. Going to rock you out of your chair. We got a whole lot to talk about, deep divers, but first, let's breathe. Whoa, that was magical. Let's go. Whoa, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. What are we doing? Raising the frequency. What else? Raising the vibration. Take that, take that, take that. Good ass energy, I'm sending you peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Beautiful deep divers, we are out here in the heart of nature. It's starting to feel like that old infinite waters again, deep divers. FaceTiming you right now. If you are watching this video and you aren't quite sure if you're going through a spiritual awakening or not, I'm here to tell you, if you have woken up and nothing feels the same, you don't look the same, you're going through a spiritual awakening. Don't panic. Don't worry. You see, a spiritual awakening is liberating, scary, beautiful, amazing, disappointing. You go through a range of emotions, but most of all, it will change your life forever. I hope everyone who's watching this video that something good happens for you today. Smash that like button right now, deep divers, and share this video because somebody out there needs to see this. Hit that like button and share this video. So, spiritual awakenings will change your life forever. Look, where shall I start? Where shall I begin? Ever since I had my first spiritual awakening, my life has not been the same. And we ain't even had breakfast yet. Can I get a hello there? Let me tell you this, deep divers. Spoiler alert. We are all spiritual. Being human means that you are spiritual first. We are spiritual beings having a human experience. Or like the cat down the road likes to say, we are multi-dimensional beings having a human experience. Like a lot of people actually think they're just a human being. No, you're a spiritual being first. And that's why when people say I'm spiritual, I'm like, we're all spiritual. Spoiler alert, we are all spiritual because spirituality is not something that you practice. Spirituality is who you are from birth. Slow motion this side. At the same time, there are spiritual awakenings that people go through, that we all must go through in this life journey, okay? 2006, I had just finished university and I went through a massive spiritual awakening. What was it like, Ralph? Well, let me tell you, deep divers, it was terrible, uncomfortable, and beautiful at the same time. Because you see, what happened to me is that I had a breakdown I had a dark night of the soul. I saw that everything around me was so fake and phony, that society was like some ridiculous cheap set B movie, tacky carnival funhouse, and that people were so oblivious to who they really were that I was disappointed with everything. Like, I've been lied to. I want my money back. It's almost like I felt like I had been scammed by society, because I was diving deep. I was going into books like the Emerald Tablets. I was reading a lot, and I was starting to realize that how come nobody taught me about this? Like, have you ever wondered, deep divers, why they never actually taught you how to meditate at school? It's crazy, right? So I had to unlearn everything and then relearn everything. I had a breakdown because I was so disappointed. And that's what a spiritual awakening feels like at first. It feels like a massive breakdown. Yeah, not so glamorous at all. No, it's terrifying, because everything you thought you knew is now up for questioning. Everything you thought you knew is a lie. And you're like, oh my gosh, I'm looking a little bit shaky, baby. But it's not all bad, deep divers, because you see, what happens during the dark night of the soul, you go through this metamorphosis. I know so many people who have gone through a spiritual awakening. They always tell me the same thing. Ralph, I had a breakdown first, and it felt like the walls were caving in on me. And then I had a beautiful, beautiful breakthrough. Because you see, a spiritual awakening is also what the caterpillar goes through when it's in the cocoon and then transforms into a butterfly. What? Slow motion this side. And the same thing is going to happen to you. Because you see, how it started to change my life forever, I realized that life wasn't always about just materialistic things. No, everything has depth, substance. There are layers to everything. And when you begin to remind yourself of this, everything changes. So when you remind yourself that a spiritual awakening can change your life, because now you're seeing everything with new eyes. People don't look the same. You don't look the same. You can see people's auras. You can feel people's energies. You're becoming more sensitive to everything around you. You're starting to see through media lies. You're starting to see through everything. And this is what it feels like. It can be overwhelming at times. Sometimes there's no one to talk to. Sometimes you're on your own. And this is what happens. Like, during a spiritual awakening, you often find yourself lost and alone. Like, can I get an instruction manual? No, you're by yourself. Oh my gosh. And it can be a lonely road at first. You do feel alone. But guess what? You now realize the secret that you have to be alone to find out who you really are. And the moment you know thyself, you never ever feel alone again. And that's the reason why spiritual awakening can change your life forever. You don't feel alone anymore, because you realize you are never alone unless you abandon yourself. Slow motion this side. Spiritual awakenings can change your life forever. No, they will change your life forever. Because what happens? They change your entire direction. When you get a spiritual awakening, what you were doing before, that job you used to work at, is no longer going to suffice. What happens? You have a huge dissatisfaction with the usual way, with the normal way, with a politically correct way. It doesn't cut it anymore. The normal life becomes boring. The life that you used to live, no thanks. Like, that life, just wake up, go to work, come back home, repeat. It doesn't cut it anymore. And that's the reason why, once you start to wake up to realize that we are spiritual beings having a human experience, you can't go back to your old life. Sometimes you want to talk to friends and they don't understand you. They look at you like you're an alien. And you realize, okay, I got to find people who get me, right? And it's beautiful when you find people who know what you're talking about, who don't look at you like, huh? No, they look at you like, yes, welcome. Deep divers. Spiritual awakening can change your life forever. They change your life forever. These spiritual awakenings, because you have a succession of these spiritual awakenings every 30 days. Separation begins to vanish, disappear, disintegrate. Like your next door neighbor, deep divers, a lot of you may not even know your next door neighbor. And when you undergo a spiritual awakening, you realize that, gosh, humanity has been so divided through race, religion, nationality, political ideal. And when you go through your spiritual awakening, it changes your life because you now realize that separation is the greatest illusion ever. We have been divided as human beings, put against each other. But when you undergo this spiritual awakening, you realize it's one humanity. You realize everything is connected. You realize that everybody bleeds red. You realize we are just stardust floating in the universe. Like the great Carl Sagan said, the nitrogen in your DNA, the carbon in your apple pies, the calcium in your teeth, the iron in your blood were made from the interior of collapsing stars. Deep divers, you are stardust. Why are you taking yourself so seriously? Like Bill Hicks said, it's just a ride. This is what it feels like to undergo a spiritual awakening. You realize it's just a ride. And you realize that, oh my gosh, I can create my own reality. This is where it gets really fun. You realize I don't have to do what they want me to do. I can do what I want to do. And that's the reason why a lot of people who are undergoing a spiritual awakening, once they go through it, they start to live their best life. They start to live their best life. They look different, 10 years younger, because when you go through this spiritual awakening, you no longer want to eat crappy foods. You want to eat to live. And that's the reason why there's a link between people going plant-based and having a spiritual awakening. And you feel lighter when you're eating enzyme-rich foods. Guavas, pineapples, dates, figs, mangoes. You feel like, whoa, I can fly. I believe I can fly. You can fly right now. Let's talk about love. Because you see, this is what it feels like. When you go through a spiritual awakening, love is different. You don't just say, oh, look at that backside. You say, look at that mind though. That mind though. That heart though. You don't just see someone as a piece of meat, flesh bodies. No, you see people as so much more. And other people, just their physical appearance, nah, that's not enough. You got to bring more to the table than that because you're looking for deeper meaning in everything. Shallow conversations won't cut it anymore. I don't want to know what's up. I want to know about the Milky Way galaxy and the nebulas and all of these things. I don't want to know what's up. You better dive deep or go home. This is what it feels like to undergo a spiritual awakening. And these are the signs of spiritual awakening. Shallow conversations, you ain't got time for that. Forced interactions, you ain't got time for that. Meaningless friendships, you ain't got time for that. Because you crave more. When I went through my first spiritual awakening, I just woke up and said, I want to help people. I had such a strong sense of purpose. And this is what happens when you go through this spiritual awakening. You have a sense of purpose. You're like, yes, right now I know what I have to do. I've never been so sure of my life purpose, my mission statement. Raising the frequency. You wake up with a sense of urgency because you know all we have is now. Oh my gosh, this is the reason why spiritual awakening changes your life. This is the reason why spiritual awakening changes your life forever. You know, deep divers, I only do these videos in one take. I can never make a mistake. This is how spiritual awakening changed my life because I now accept myself, love myself, and realize that Maktubit was written. I'm not worried about anything. I don't have fear about anything. Why? Because the universe has already planned everything. All you have to do is relax and trust the universe. Trust the process, because you're not in control. You think you're in control. No. Maktub, it was written a long time ago. This is the book of life. And this is what it feels like to be on this spiritual awakening journey. You let go and trust the universe because you realize you're just like a grain of sand in the universe. Let the universe do its thing. Let the universe do its thing. Spiritual awakening can change your life forever, deep divers. You realize that negative energy, wishing people bad, will only come back to you. So you're like, okay, I've got to be mindful of the energy I put out. I want to wish everyone well because it's got to pass through me before it gets to them. You realize that your words have power. Your thoughts have power. And what you do now echoes on into eternity. Marcus Aurelius. This is what a spiritual awakening feels like. You no longer just want to hang out at the club. You want to hang out in nature. Nature is my office, deep divers. I woke up like this in this office. I ain't got time to be in a concrete jungle. I'm going hiking. Going to Waimanalo Beach in Hawaii. This is what it feels like to go through this spiritual awakening, and this is how it changes your life forever. You crave new experiences. You realize life is an entire adventure. To lose yourself, then find yourself. Sometimes, when I think back to my first massive spiritual awakening, it was like I'm an alien. Like, oh my gosh. Because you're starting to wake up. And sometimes you're like, am I going crazy? Then you realize, no, you're not crazy. You're just waking up. You just have new information. And you realize it's everyone else's destiny to wake up as well. It's just that a lot of people are fast asleep, but my, oh my, they're going to wake up. So this is how it changes your life, because you realize there's levels to this. There's levels to this. Yeah, there's levels to it. So this is what it feels like. You realize that life is such a precious gift. You don't want to waste a second, because life, like Tupac Shakur said, I was given this world. I didn't make it. This is a gift. Simple things excite you. Little things excite you. You wake up with gratitude. I'm in Venice Beach just seeing the sunset. I'm like, oh my gosh, the creator. Praise be to the creator. And we are co-creators. This is a miracle. See how spiritual awakening can change your life forever? Deep divers, smash that like button and share this video. Hit that like button and share this video. And I want to know your experience going through a spiritual awakening and how it's changed your life forever. And that's why I'm just saying, feels so good to be alive, baby. Can I get a hello? Yeah. Beautiful deep divers. I'm just, breathing in that good ass prana, baby. Go and check out the new book, Deep Divers, for more powerful, life-changing information just like this. Feel Alive by Ralph Smart on Amazon and at ralphsmart.com/the book. Also, go and get the new book off 1111 Quotes by Ralph Smart at ralphsmart.com/the book. Check out all new limited design shirts, Deep Divers, the good ass prana shirts. Go and get them at ralphsmart.com/clothes and spreadshirt.com if you're in America. They tried to bury us, Deep Divers. They forgot we were seeds. So many people right now are going through a spiritual awakening, and it's changing their life forever. When you realize you're so much more than you thought you were, when you realize that you didn't come here to be what they want you to be, you came here to live your authentic truth. This is how it changes your life. I love my life right now, Deep Divers. I wouldn't trade it with yours. And I love you too. One love, peace. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Stay healthy. Peace. You! Once again, Deep Divers, smash that like button, share this video, subscribe, leave a comment down below of gratitude and appreciation, and let me know how how this video inspired you and let me know your experience as well. Let me know your experience as well, deep divers. One love. Peace.